The mine is our mother. There's no emeralds left in this mine. What the hell are we digging for?
Hello, sir. I'm Anne Smith. I had an accident crossing the river.
John Harambe. Pleasure to meet you, miss. I am the director of this place. Welcome to Zamarat.
Mr. Harambe, you haven't heard anything about a leopard on the loose about the complex, have you?
A leopard? No, really, I think I would have noticed.
It's a black leopard, Mr. Harambe. He's kind of half tame.
The kings of Morania used to keep black leopards. The legend tells that the leopard bore the sins of the king. But I've never seen such an animal here in this place.
Zamarat?
Zamarat, yes. The town on which the riches and the pride of Morania were built.
What kind of riches do you produce here?
Over the years, the Zamarat mine has produced some of the biggest precious stones in the world.
Mr. Harambe, you run this complex?
I oversee the miners. And here there are only miners. So you could consider me the highest authority in this place, Miss Smith.
So, this hole is some kind of open-cast mine, Mr. Harambe?
Yes. This gaping hole has been tirelessly extended over more than a century.
The mine looks very deep.
975 yards deep, to be precise. And we will go no deeper. Ever.
Why don't you want to dig any deeper, Mr. Harambe?
There's too much risk of collapse and flooding. It's a risk beyond reason.
This mine must be a heavy responsibility.
True enough. I have to keep everything running smoothly. It's not easy. Even if emeralds are becoming rarer, and the king no longer visits.
You say that the king used to visit you here?
Every year, Rodin's Black Vault would stop on the riverbank. We'd fill the boat with the emeralds we'd extracted from the mine. The king would linger a few days in Zamarat before going on.
So, today the king no longer stops at Zamarat?
Over the years, Rodin no doubt wearied of visiting us. And now there's the war.
Mr. Harambe, you must have a huge stock of emeralds waiting for the king's next visit.
Oh, would it were true. It's been over 10 years since we last found an emerald in this barren mine.
You mean there are no emeralds left? The mine is empty?
We dug, and keep on digging, but she's completely exhausted. Oh, there's nothing left but rock and dirt.
But why do you keep on digging if you're not going to find anything?
This is a mine, Miss Smith. We keep digging, and we keep looking.
They say on the radio that the rebels are moving south faster and faster.
I can't fool myself about the fate awaiting Zamarat. The complex has always been loyal to the king. The rebels will make us pay heavily for that loyalty.
It must be awful to be a miner stuck down the bottom of such a hole.
It is. That's why we oblige the miners to return to the surface every 3 months.
The miners don't want to come back to the surface of their own accord?
No. They tend to be drawn ever closer to the bottom. A kind of drunkenness of the depths. And if we didn't force them back up, they'd stay down there forever. Until they become blind and crazy. I'm very concerned for my chief engineer.
What's wrong with your chief engineer, Mr. Harambe?
Engineer Dada has been down at level 975 for over a year.
Couldn't you go down to the bottom of the mine and see what your engineer's been up to?
Me? I don't go down anymore. Not now.
Aren't you worried about having a mad engineer at the bottom of your mine?
I never said she was mad. I said she'd been down there for more than a year. And a year is a long time. Much too long.
Catch you next time.
Yeah?
Yes, sir. I am Sergeant Harambe, the head of mining at Zamrat.
Listening.
I wanted to tell you, Malkia Roden Crown is here, sir.
You sure?
Yes, I recognize the scar, sir. Absolutely. I wouldn't dare to. Yes, sir. You can count on me, sir. And long live King Roden, sir. I'll wait for you.
Level 1095. The beast. Dada.
It's the Maut. I recognize him. He takes care of the elephants. He looks so pale. He must have stayed underground too long. It's a bad, bad sign. The mine's punishing him. He should never have dug so deep.
In fact, I don't understand. What did he mean by that?
Nothing. This man is just out of his mind with drink.
Look at these wounds. I'm sure it's my leopard that made those wounds.
Think about it. What would a leopard be doing at the bottom of a mine? This man was hurt in an accident.
I must find my leopard. I'm going down the bottom of the mine and I'm going to find him.
Of course, of course.
I heard clearly enough. The poor man said level 1095. But I thought you said you dug no deeper than 975 yards.
I did say it. It's pure madness.
Your crazy engineer Dada is mixed up in all this. The man just said so.
No, that's impossible.
Goodbye.
I'm sorry. I have to do this, Anne Smith.
Hey, but...
I cannot let you go down into the mine. I have orders.
Orders? But...
Please, be patient.
These miner's overalls are just my size. Boards are not very solid. It opens onto the mine shaft. I've got to go that way to get out of here.
No, that's impossible.
miner's overalls are just my size.
Colonel, the men we sent out looking for Rodon's daughter are dead.
What happened?
The Mulgrave, Colonel. Those savages aren't very subtle, if you know what I mean.
Too bad for her. For the moment, we have other priorities. Malkia Rodin Crown has taken sides.
Hello, sir. Are you in charge here?
Yes, miss. I am in charge of maintenance and logistics for level 975 of the mine. My name is William Desiree Matiti. But down here, everybody calls me Bill.
You must have worked here for a long time then, Bill.
It's been 30 years this summer, miss.
Tell me, Bill, how are things in the mine?
Excuse me, miss. No disrespect, but that is not much my business, that kind of thing. But things are not so good, I can tell you that.
But, Bill, you must feel concerned by what's happening.
No. I got my job to do and that's it. My job's already quite a handful, you know, miss.
Do you know where I can find some emeralds?
Oh, not in this mine, miss. I haven't seen a single stone go up for 10 good years. No word of a lie.
So why is the mine still working if there are no stones left?
If they stop digging, the miners get bored. And when they get bored, they get up to all sorts of stupidities. Mr. Harambe says dig, so we dig. It's what we do.
Don't you find Mr. Harambe a bit bizarre?
No disrespect to Mr. Harambe, but I reckon he's lost his nerve since the big accident in 95.
Mr. Harambe had an accident?
He lost a leg in a tunnel collapse on level 664. He's not once dared descend the hole ever since.
How can anyone expect to run a mine without ever going down it?
I don't think anyone can, miss. I don't think anyone can.
Zamarat is a very strange place.
I don't know, miss. I don't go up much. It hurts my eyes. Then I get to drinking too much up there. Old Bill's better off staying down here in the dark at the bottom of the hole.
They took a wounded man back up to the surface. Do you know about that, Bill?
I didn't hear anything about that, miss. I swear, nothing at all.
That's strange. This level is completely empty.
Mr. Harambe has forbidden us from digging deeper. It's too dangerous because the river is too close.
But, Bill, there should be miners here on this level.
Yes. Usually there is. Sometimes there is too, but sometimes there aren't. It depends.
Engineer Dada works here, doesn't she?
Of course, miss. Engineer Dada. Course she does.
Shouldn't Engineer Dada be on this level with her mining team?
They must have gone off somewhere, into one of the tunnels. Must be that. Exploring a tunnel, miss.
Is it true what they say, Bill? That Engineer Dada hasn't been back to the surface in over a year?
That's what they tell me, miss.
Why doesn't Engineer Dada ever go back up, Bill?
I don't know. The engineer does have a lot of work, miss.
Bill, I have the impression that you're hiding something from me.
Me, miss? I'm an honest civil servant.
Bill, you know where Dada is hiding.
Yes, miss. Dada is digging deeper and deeper. She found a new vein of emeralds. She says a really big vein, and it's rattling around in her skull. She's gone completely nuts, miss. And then the miners that are with her are all the same. Dada's become some kind of holy virgin for these people. They've all gone mad, the lot of them.
Bill, how do I get to the level below?
Dada would kill me if I told you that, miss.
Why is this poor elephant all trussed up like that?
She's too old now, so I'm waiting for the hoist to lift it back up to the surface.
This elephant is going back to the surface?
She came down here to the bottom of the mine in my grandfather's time. Never been back up since, miss. She's worked her whole life at the bottom of this mine, pulling trucks of rubble. Now that she's weak and blind, it's time for her to leave and take a well-earned rest in the elephant's graveyard.
Dada will not allow us to answer your questions.
Hi. My name's Anne Smith. You must be Engineer Dada.
Anne Smith.
Is there something wrong with my name?
Everything wrong with your name, and you know so. Anne Smith.
Well, for the moment, it's the only name I've got, and I don't much like your manner of speaking to me, Engineer Dada.
Anne Smith, what would fancy woman like you come doing a mile under the surface?
I've come to get an animal. A black leopard. I'm sure he's running around someplace at the bottom of this mine.
A leopard? You crazier than me. But I admit it's not unusual to imagine strange things down here. The fires of hell are burning just below our feet.
I'm sure that the leopard is here, nonetheless. One of your men was brought up to the surface with injuries that must have been made by a big cat. I'm the only one who can capture this animal and lead it out of here. It's no ordinary leopard, you know.
That man was injured by shards of rock. Your leopard story is as ridiculous as the nonsense peddled by the miners about supposed curses of the deep.
On the surface, they say you're not well. They say you've gone mad.
Look around you. Hell's not red like in your schoolgirl prayer books. No! Hell is green! Green! Green as emeralds in gaslight.
All these emeralds. There must be an absolute fortune. Shouldn't you get these up to the surface?
Yes, I see now. So that's why you come down here, is it? The emeralds stay here.
What are you going to do with all these stones?
The emeralds will stay here forever in the black belly of the earth. Never will I allow them to be desecrated by the light of day. You hear me?
Harambe was right. You have gone completely insane, Dada.
Harambe! That mangled, incompetent fool. Ha! I told him we had to dig deeper and deeper to find more stones. But with every foot we descend, a part of his authority evaporates. Because now the brave Sergeant Harambe clings to the surface, too afraid to descend into the darkness of the depths. Ha!
Harambe is your superior, Engineer Dada. You should obey his orders.
Put your head back on, Missy. Only I give the orders here. I am the Queen of Hell. I answer to no one. Hear me? No one.
You never want to go back to the surface?
Never. Never! I stay forever at the bottom of our hole, in the light of the stones.
You've dug too deep, Engineer Dada. Harambe says that there's too much risk of flooding or of tunnels collapsing so far down.
And my men tell me that if we dig deeper, we finish by waking the monster of the deep. They tell me they can sometimes hear him growling at the bottom of a shaft.
This is crazy, Dada. If you don't return to the higher levels, you'll end up drowned like a rat at the bottom of a hole.
No! We must dig! Deeper, forever deeper! Burrow down into the darkest corner of the belly of the earth.
I can calm the monster of the deep. It's my leopard. I'm sure it is.
You can calm him by feeding him your skinny bones, fancy lady. Say goodbye to the light of day.
No! Dada, stop! You can't do this!
Throw her to this demon that has you and your comrades so scared. It will appease his anger, and he will let us continue our work. Goodbye, Anne Smith.
Never seen so many emeralds. It's fuse wire for explosives. Dynamite. Better be careful. This machine really does its job. There's no more wick to light.
Well, I'm really glad to see you again, miss.
We have to leave. The river water is flooding the mine. Hurry, let's get out of here.
No! I can't just abandon my post. I don't want to go back up there. The sun hurts my eyes.
Bill, what happened on the surface?
I don't know anything, miss. Nobody answers the video phone.
Bill, don't be ridiculous. Let's go. Level 975 is gonna be swallowed up.
If you want to leave, you can go up with the elephant, miss. I stay here at my post.
When is the elephant going up?
Now, it's time. I'll start the hoisting procedure.
Well, goodbye, Bill.
Yes, miss. Take care.
You're alive.
You can't stay there, Malkia. You have to leave.
Why do you call me Malkia?
Because you are Rodin's daughter. And because his daughter is called Malkia. Malkia Rodin.
Malkia, you say? Malkia Rodin Crown?
Yes. Malkia. You've been missing for more than 10 years.
What happened to Harambe? I saw his body hanging over the hole. And all these corpses. What happened?
Harambe sent word to Rodin's soldiers that you were here. He promised to keep you alive and well until they arrived to take you. But you escaped from Harambe's prison.
So, Rodin's soldiers are responsible for this carnage?
When they arrived, they saw that you were gone. They thought you were dead, buried at the bottom of the mine. They became very angry. They said that the people of Zamorat were traitors. And then they killed everyone, Malkia.
Rodin. It's Rodin who...
Your father is a monster. And a murderer.
It's not true. You can't say that.
Look around, Malkia. Take a good look. And then go away from here.
So, it all went bad at Zamorat.
Malkia, where's Malkia?
We don't know. She disappeared. There was flooding in the mine and we didn't find her. Nobody knows where your daughter is now.